Why you're not just in the war for talent with your competition. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan. This is where I share thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. A lot of organizations that I speak with seem to believe that they're competing in the war for talent with their direct competition. In other words, if you're Coke, you're competing against Pepsi, right? That is how they think about it. It's just against my competition. It's against people that happen to be in my geographic area. That is not the case. That is not true. You are now in a global talent war. Now, granted, there are some niche roles that, might be just directly with your competition. But for the most part, you are not just in a talent war with people that are in your industry or your geographic location. You don't believe me? Next time you get into an Uber car, ask your Uber driver what he did before he was driving. I've been an Uber drivers, or I've been in Uber cars where the drivers used to be corporate attorneys. They have MBAs. They used to work at big accounting firms. And these are now people that chose to drive for Uber because they want that flexibility and they end up making the same amount of money. And so essentially, these are smart people that could potentially be working for your organization. They could potentially be working for an Accenture or a GE, but instead they opted to go drive for Uber. So technically, that is part of your competition of talent. These people made a conscious decision. I am not going to go to Accenture. Instead, I'm going to go drive for Uber. We see this all the time. So don't just think of talent as something that you're competing against with people that are in your industry or your own geographic location. It's a global war for talent. People are trying to do all sorts of other things. We're literally in a world where people are trying to do everything they can to not have to go work for an organization like yours. People would rather be entrepreneurs. People are wanting to stay at home longer with their parents. They're becoming Uber drivers. They're renting out things on Etsy, on Airbnb. They're creating products on Etsy. They're creating profiles on freelancer, or upwork.com. People literally, if they can avoid it, they do not want to work for these big global organizations or many medium-sized companies for that matter as well. So you're in a global talent war. It is your job as an organization to say, we are a great place to work. We're a fun place to work. We value you as an employee. We have great employee experiences. This is a company where you will genuinely want to show up, not a company where you feel like you need to show up. So that goes far beyond just your direct competition. Look around you, right? You are in a war for talent against everybody that is around you. That is why this focus on the employee experience is so important. So my one word of advice is look beyond just your competition. Look beyond just the physical boundaries or the geographic location when it comes to competing on talent. We live in a global talent economy. The war for talent is global. You got to think global. Think of the employee experience, create an environment where people genuinely want to show up, not where they need to show up. Curious to hear what you think? Leave me a comment below. You can email me, jacob@thefutureorganization.com, if you're interested in sponsoring a month of content. Make sure to visit the Future of Work community, FOWcommunity.com, if you're working for a large global organization and want to connect with other executives around the world. And of course, you can subscribe to the newsletter by visiting thefutureorganization.com/newsletter, or you can text the word future to the number 44222. That's it for me. I'll see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.